Hey everybody, how's it going? For the longest time, Silver Mountain Water has been my favorite Creed fragrance. I've tried a good amount of them, like, all the Aventus lines, Virgin Island Water, uh, Royal Oud. There's more but I'm completely blanking on them. I haven't tried Himalaya though, so I really want to test that one out. But for the longest time, Silver Mountain Water has reigned as my favorite Creed fragrance, and all of that changed 3 days ago or 4 days ago, ever since I tried Green Irish Tweed. Now, I know this is a fragrance that's probably been out since like 1985, okay? It's been here for a very, very long time, but this week was the first week that I really got to smell it, and my expectations for this fragrance were not low, but not too high. You know what I mean? Because all the Creed scents I tried were good, but I wasn't really in love with them. So for this, I was like, okay, let's see how it goes. But I have been wearing this pretty often, even before I go to bed. Like, I'll spray this on because it's just this really nice Irish Spring soap sort of smell. You know what I mean? It's soapy clean, but it's the green fragrance that I enjoy. Typically with green scents, they're a bit too mature for me and I don't like wearing them. But this is the only green scent that I truly, truly, truly do enjoy. And I love the iris in this fragrance because it brings out that soapy sort of note, and it just has a really clean, mass appealing sort of smell. Now, this typically goes more in the masculine direction. It is marketed to men, but I will say on my skin, I have gotten a lot of compliments from from women, and they didn't think that it was a masculine fragrance. So skin chemistry plays a huge role in this. If you're a guy, I have no doubt that this will smell much more masculine on you than it does on me. But I just really love how easygoing this fragrance is, and I feel like the simplicity of it has completely won me over. You know what I mean? So this is a scent that I can see older gentlemen rocking, but I don't consider it to be a grandpa fragrance. Like, it doesn't have that antique shop sort of vibe that I smell in Creation E or Enigma by Raja Parfums, where when I first smelled it, I'm like, yeah, this smells like a grandpa. With this scent, I can see a grandpa wearing it, but I can also see somebody in their 20s wearing this, 30s, 40s, 50s. So this definitely has versatility. And of course, this is an opinion that's coming from somebody that recently smelled this scent. And I feel like it's kind of making a bit of a resurgence because this was probably huge back in the day. You probably smelled this or heard of a lot of famous people rocking this fragrance, and then it kind of died down a little bit. And then now more people are like, oh yeah, this is a really nice scent. So it's just kind of going through a cycle. Similar to like Fierce by Abercrombie and Fitch, where in the early 2000s, everybody was rocking it. But now if you smelled that in a high school, it doesn't really, it's still different from the Dior Sauvage, which is really prominent with a lot of teenagers right now. So I do like that Green Irish Tweed is cycling back, and it's something that a lot of people are enjoying in modern times. And that's what I love about this fragrance, is I really find it to be something timeless and classic. I don't think this is a dated fragrance by any means. Like, when I first smelled it, I didn't know any of the notes of the fragrance, but when I applied it and when I smelled it in the air, I wasn't thinking like, oh yeah, this seems like a fragrance that was good for its time. Like, no, this is most definitely still relevant till this day. And I will guarantee that 30 years down the line, 40 years, 50 years, this is still going to be something that people are going to love wearing, and that you're going to just smell on other people that enjoy fragrances, especially people that love Creed scents. So to me, I don't find it to be dated. I don't find it to be something that should have been left in the 80s or the 90s, blah, blah, blah. Maybe if you grew up in that time period and you were like a teenager in your 20s, you might be like, oh yeah, that's totally dated now. But to me, I don't really care about the date that these fragrances come out, and I'm not like, I would never wear anything that came out in the 80s. You know what I mean? I'm open to everything. And I'm very happy that I got my nose on this bottle, because I've been wearing this a lot, all right? It's not a fragrance that you associate with a woman in her 20s, but for some reason, it just, like, it makes me happy when I smell it. I've been wearing this fragrance to bed just because it's something that I want to like cuddle into, and I like the way that it dries down. Longevity is actually pretty decent. I wasn't expecting it to be something that I could smell past 7 hours, but I do. You know, it works with my skin really, really nicely. It's been a great compliment getter from women that have smelled this on me this past week. And I have really nothing bad to say about this fragrance. Now, of course, price point is relative to you and your budget. So there's some people out there that find this a bit too high, which is, you know, a commonality with a lot of Creed scents. But you have to remember, when it comes to niche fragrances, like things that are upwards of $250, like that's just the way the game is. You know what I mean? So, and there's other people out there that are like, oh yeah, this is hella cheap because they're in their bag. You know what I mean? So for me, I just love the way that this smells. And yeah, I cannot knock the simplicity of it at all. I know that some people want something more daring, more challenging, more bold, but I think that this does like exactly what it's supposed to do. You know what I mean? It's the type of fragrance that you could dress up, you can dress down, and like if you're going in social settings and people smell this on you, it's something that they're gonna be like, oh man, yeah, you smell really nice. What is that? I love that fragrance. You know what I mean? So it's just something that, at least for me, it makes me happy when I smell it. I really, really do like green Irish Tweed. So as of right now, with the whole house of Creed, at least with everything I've smelled, okay, this is my favorite one. I do want to try Himalaya because so many of you have said, if you like green Irish Tweed, I think you're going to like Himalaya. I haven't tried Royal Water yet. I think that's the name of it. Or Princess Oud. There were other Creed fragrances I tried, but for some reason I cannot think of them like at the top of my head right now. But yeah, I really want to try Himalaya next. If that one's amazing, I'm hoping that's an even more unisex version of this. That'd be cool, you know. But, oh gosh, yeah, green Irish Tweed is definitely taking the cake. As of right now, we're in September 2022. We'll see when that opinion changes. But you let me know what your favorite Creed fragrance is in the comment section below. I'm going to put a discount site link for global shipping for this fragrance in the description box. And if I can find a sample of it, I'll put that there as well. So no matter where you are in the world, you can get your hands on this bottle with those links. All right. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.